Hey everyone, it's Mike Vasquez. It's week 25 of 52, No Beer for a Year challenge. I'm still beer free, still alcohol free, and continuing on in the journey. Just one more week until halfway point. So I'm really excited to reach that milestone. Not really even thinking in days or weeks anymore, but it's starting to turn into months is when I recognize a new milestone that I've reached. So really excited. I kind of thought in earlier videos talked about that, may progress into that. And it really has. It's something that's just ingrained in what I am now and what I do. Created that habit to where when I go to the store, I don't think about alcohol or purchasing it. And when I'm in social situations where alcohol is present, it's just not something that I don't do. And also the people around me that I've communicated it enough that people don't expect me to drink or aren't as weirded out that I'm not having a drink with them. So very excited to reach that halfway point and continue on through the journey. So this week's quote is kind of inspired the talk and been the topic of my mindset. Comes from Paulo Coelho, and it says, "When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too." And I've really seen that be true in my case as I've worked on my self-betterment opportunities, both in work and in the relationships that I have with others have continued to grow and build, not only with people that I'm close with, but with strangers and the way I interact with strangers, how I interact with my coworkers, and the way that I think around how my actions impact others. And that I think that comes a lot with mental stability and bettering myself, my health, both internally and externally, has really impacted that. So, what I want to continue to focus on is that if I worry about myself and my own personal growth and development, that those other opportunities around me will come. The relationships will continue to grow, and opportunities both financially and otherwise will present themselves. So that law of attraction thing, where if you're putting out positivity and that kind of energy and emulating that is a physical energy you're putting out into the universe, and that's something that can resonate with others that are on the same wavelength. So I really do think there's some substance to that, and something that I would identify as an area that I'd like to have growth in my life is with a relationship with another person, finding someone to love and to share my love with. And I think working on myself physically and mentally is going to help that in itself too, being able to attract the right person who's meant to complement my personality and who I am, and forge a life together nicely. So that's exciting to think about, and it also has a calming aspect that I can accept that I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy and content with myself and my individual being, and just really focusing on being my best self to emulate and resonate out into those around me. When now that I've got more and more strength mentally and physically, I'm able to help others around me, my friends, family, coworkers, those that are struggling in an area. I have a little more to give, to help them through those moments, and in turn, I'm able to lean on them when I'm in a moment of need as well. I lost a close friend just a few weeks ago, and it's hit me harder than I thought it would. I know I've done some research into the grieving process and losing somebody close like that, and it is true, coming in waves. Today's the day of the memorial service, and I think today I got hit harder than I anticipated through the entire process emotionally, and just really didn't give myself time to grieve, and so that's a moment that I had to rely on people close to me. I had to make the phone call and say, hey, I gotta talk to a close friend and work through this, because because it was a heavy weight on myself. But again, I think I mentioned before that being in this mental place and helping myself be better as an individual has helped me work through the challenging things that life is throwing, and I'm very thankful for that in the place that I'm at. So it's going to be a constant battle. I just recently got back down to the 30-pound weight loss level. I'm hovering right above 200. So the goal by January 1 is 188. So I'm realizing that this is kind of my plateau that I realized was going to happen, talked about happening potentially. and just trying to push out those external influences and things that are stopping me from reaching that next goal, and identifying what the next steps I'll need to take are to get to the next step that I want to get to. So that 188 weight loss goal, and getting back down, taking chunks off. 195 will be the next milestone, and then go down to 190, and then we're there. It's not too far off, but obviously weight loss gets a little bit more challenging as you've lost a bunch of weight. You don't have as much. It's not as easy to get those big number losses. So I'm excited to continue pushing through that. Still have half the year to make it through, and achieve that, and see how we go through the rest of the year. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful week. All my love to you, and thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.